Well, Rachel was desperate to play Eva Perón. It was her idea.
Someone must have had this conversation and then they purposely left her out.
I don't need your business. Thanks.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Yeah. It's the video no one was meant to see. Just 15 seconds, no caption, no context, featuring a dimly lit stage, a spotlight, and a voice singing "Don't Cry for Me Argentina." But that voice didn't belong to Rachel Zegler.
Rachel didn't even seem like she cared or liked the source material.
Initially, Rachel seemed indifferent to the source material, and the clip appeared to be a standard rehearsal, blurry, anonymous, and forgettable. Yet something felt off, and within hours the internet exploded. Fan forums transformed into investigative hubs as TikTok detectives zoomed in, slowed down, and analysed the footage.
All of Hollywood's like, yep, let's make her a thing, let's make her a thing. But she's never made a movie that's been successful.
The deeper they looked, the clearer it became. Hollywood was ready to embrace a new star. The woman in the video was shorter, her posture different, her vocal tone softer, her hair pulled back, and her presence commanding. The verdict spread through comment sections like wildfire.
She worked with our musical supervisor in New York on the material. Her versions of the songs were terrific. Jamie's excited, Andrew and Tim are excited.
That's not Rachel, that's someone else, and she's 10 times better. But here's where it gets wild. No one is denying it. Not Rachel, not the production, and not a single representative has stepped in to clarify who is standing under that spotlight or where the original lead has gone.
So, it should make for a fabulous summer at the Palladium. Ticket sales are already, through the roof. So we're really thrilled about that.
Rachel had worked with the musical supervisor in New York on the material, and her versions of the songs were terrific. Jeremy, Andrew, and Tim are excited, yet the silence surrounding this situation is not just suspicious. It feels calculated. So, who is this mystery performer? And how did a no-name actress go from anonymous rehearsal to viral sensation overnight?
Online we're talking about they would like to have seen a West End performer maybe play this part, but I do think that Jamie Lloyd is looking at this production going to Broadway and is being very clever in his casting choices.
We'll break it down frame by frame because once you see the footage for yourself, you'll understand exactly why fans are saying the quiet part out loud. Did Evita just replace Rachel Zegler without telling anyone? And is the new Eva the one we should have had all along? Stick around. The final frame of this clip might just change everything. It should make for a fabulous summer at the Palladium, with ticket sales already soaring.
I got back into therapy. I couldn't be with my therapist all year last year because I ended up spending the entire year outside of the United States.
Camila Delgado's name is suddenly everywhere, and thanks to a leaked rehearsal video and a wave of fan obsession, she may have just stepped into the role of a lifetime as Eva Perón, without a single official announcement. So who is she? According to fans who have tracked down every grainy Backstage leak, forum whisper, and voice match clip, Camila Delgado is a classically trained stage actress from Buenos Aires.
Video is gonna get taken out of context, and I know that at this point I can't really stop people from doing that because that's what my whole existence on the internet is just me being taken out of context and stuff.
She's not a household name or a red carpet regular, but a rising talent with a background in opera, musical theatre, and roles in regional Argentinian productions. Online discussions have suggested that a West End performer might have been a better fit for the role, but Jamie Lloyd seems to be making clever casting choices with an eye on Broadway. One viral TikTok claims she played Maria in a university tour of West Side Story in 2019.
If I was a Hollywood executive, I would blacklist her.
A full-circle twist considering that was the same role that launched Zegler. What makes Camila stand out isn't just her voice, it's her presence. Even in low-resolution footage, fans notice something striking. The stillness, the grounded delivery, the way she holds the space. Her Eva doesn't scream star power, she commands it. One viral tweet read, "She doesn't act like she's Ava, she just is."
We have an opposite.
Rachel always felt like she was trying to prove something. Camila doesn't need to. Then there's the authenticity factor. Camila is from Argentina. She understands the culture, the accent, and the legacy of Eva Perón in a way that critics say Zegler never fully embraced. That difference, however subtle, isn't going unnoticed. While nothing has been confirmed, no playbill update, no press photos, fans don't need headlines to see what's happening. They've already made up their minds.
The second I land in Los Angeles, I am flooded with like a flurry of different emotions, and I can't figure out what's real and what's not.
Camila Delgado isn't just the understudy, she's the upgrade. If this truly marks the beginning of her takeover, one thing is certain. Eva Perón just found her voice, and it's not Rachel's anymore. For someone who has never met a camera she didn't like, Rachel Zegler's recent silence is louder than a standing ovation. There are no Instagram updates, no rehearsal photos, no quirky TikToks filmed from backstage, and most striking of all, no comment at all on the viral video that has shaken the entire Evita production. This silence isn't just unusual, it feels calculated. Zegler has built her public persona around being outspoken, whether it's about politics, pop culture, or defending her performances. Yet now, in the midst of what could be the biggest professional scandal of her career, she has chosen to remain silent.
But it's hard. And it's lonely. It's very lonely. I just know that if that loneliness can exist, so can other things, and I will be okay.
Even Zegler's PR team, usually quick to issue clarifications or clapbacks, has gone dark. There are no denials, no reassurances, just a cold void where damage control should be. And that's what has fans talking. If I were a Hollywood executive, I would blacklist her. If this were just an understudy rehearsal, wouldn't Rachel have said something by now?
No, Prince or a different kind of Prince?
I'm sure a lot of people will assume it's a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie, right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. Yeah. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Who the hell are you to say all of Andrew's scenes could get cut? Like, who are you? Oh my God. Are you this?
A joke, a selfie, a quote about resilience. Instead, all we've gotten is silence. And for a woman who once thrived online, that silence is beginning to feel like a goodbye. It wasn't a stumble. It wasn't a bad rehearsal. According to multiple sources close to the production, Rachel Zegler's time in Evita may have ended with a full-scale backstage meltdown.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
Oh my God.
And I can only hope.
What does that mean?
That despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do.
One that insiders say was so disruptive that security was called. This reportedly happened during a high-stakes rehearsal, with mounting pressure, tension with the director, cold energy from the cast, and whispers that not everyone was happy with her interpretation of Eva. Then came the breaking point. Zegler allegedly raised her voice, hurled a chair prop across the stage, and challenged a creative decision mid-scene. The room froze. One assistant director, according to a leak on Reddit, allegedly said just 3 words: "Get her out." And just like that, Rachel was escorted off the premises, not in dramatic tabloid fashion, but with quiet, deliberate finality. She hasn't been back since. If the internet sleuths are right, and let's face it, they often are, Camila Delgado isn't just stepping in, she's already taken over. The evidence is everywhere. The second I land in Los Angeles, I'm flooded with a flurry of emotions, struggling to discern what's real and what's not. Leaked call sheets, backstage audio, and a rehearsal video that was never meant to be seen all point to one conclusion. Rachel Zegler is out and Camila is already centre stage. If this all feels familiar, it's because we've seen the same pattern before. Rachel Zegler lands a high-profile role, delivers a few overconfident interviews, and the studio behind her starts quietly stepping away. First, it was Disney with Snow White. Now all signs suggest Evita's producers are following the same playbook. Damage control through distance. Let's rewind to Snow White. When Zegler was cast as the iconic Disney princess, it should have been a career-defining moment. Instead, it became a PR nightmare. Her comments trashing the original animated film, calling it outdated, saying the prince was a stalker, and mocking the story sparked a global backlash. Longtime Disney fans were furious, casual audiences were confused, and the internet was ruthless. What did Disney do? Nothing. No real defense, no pushback, no joint press appearances. Zegler was left on an island, publicly alone as the face of a film that Disney seemed increasingly hesitant to market. The film's release date was delayed, teasers vanished, and promotional momentum flatlined. Now, with Evita, we're seeing déjà vu. Zegler disappears from rehearsals, the production goes silent, a new actress steps in, but there's no statement, no clarification, no official comment, just a quiet replacement in plain sight. That kind of strategy doesn't happen by accident. It's what insiders call a soft cut. When studios or producers stop fighting for a name and start planning around them, Zegler's reputation as difficult, entitled, and off-message is no longer a rumor. It's a liability. When both Disney and Evita producers start pulling the same vanishing act, it's not a coincidence, it's a trend. And in Hollywood, that's the last thing a rising star wants tied to their name. So what happens now? We have a viral video, a vanishing star, a rising newcomer, a production frozen in silence, and an internet that refuses to wait for the official story. Rachel Zegler may not have been fired with a headline, but if she's been quietly replaced, the evidence is mounting by the minute. The clip wasn't subtle, the cast list wasn't a mistake, and Camila Delgado's performance didn't feel like a rehearsal. It felt like a debut. Fans know it, theatre insiders know it, and whether the producers admit it or not, the public has already decided Rachel Zegler is out. But what's shocking isn't just the replacement, it's how clean it's been. No formal statement, no messy press cycle, just a silent switch, a new voice under the spotlight, and a lead actress whose digital footprint is slowly being erased from the narrative. This isn't how stars get replaced, it's how stars get rewritten. The implications are huge. If Zegler was truly let go, if the rumours about Backstage meltdowns, clashes with creatives, and contract disputes are even half true, then the production didn't just recast Evita. They protected their show by erasing the chaos. Fast, quiet, clinical. The only thing left is the confirmation. Will the producers make a surprise announcement? Will Rachel break her silence? Or will Camila Delgado simply walk out on opening night and own the stage like she was meant to be there all along? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. The spotlight has moved, and Rachel Zegler is no longer standing in it. What do you think? Is this just a casting shake-up? Or has Evita made a historic switch while pretending nothing happened? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned because the next curtain is about to rise, and you won't believe who's standing in the light.